Hello and welcome back to Real Talk, the series in which I give you honest and efficient bodybuilding advice from my own personal experiences and that of people that I train with and that I know from the gym, without trying to sell you anything, without pushing a hidden agenda, and without repeating what's been said a million times already. It is safe to say that alongside your training, diet is the most important factor that separates a great bodybuilder from another gym rat who's been going to the gym for 4 years and hasn't made any progress in the last 3 of them. So when you're trying to gain muscle and put on some significant size, obviously your diet has to be adapted in order for this to happen. The quantity and the quality of your diet are the two main things that are going to make up a successful bulk. And yes, you need quality as well as just quantity. When it comes to quantity, at the most basic level, calories consumed have to be more than the calories burned during exercise and just resting. Most professional bodybuilders eat between 4,000 and 6,000 calories a day when in the off season. However, this isn't going to be possible immediately for just somebody starting out. The best way, I think, to increase the amount you eat is to make note of how much food and how many calories you eat in a day, and try and increase this by 500 calories every week to stretch out your stomach and increase your appetite to the point where you can still move around and you're not in a food coma all day. Imagine your body is a machine and food is the fuel. If you consume lots of low quality fuel, your performance will be poor. However, if you consume lots of high quality fuel, then your performance will be high quality too. We've all seen the people that go on a bulk and they eat whole pizzas, drink litres of milk and eat fast food for every meal. And yes, they put on a lot of weight very quickly. However, a lot of that weight isn't quality, it's a lot of fat and not a lot of muscle. And all this means is when they come down to cut, if they ever can cut, they're going to have to cut a lot harder and for a lot longer to reduce the amount of fat on their body to get to the similar sort of level. And this will also mean that they will also burn a lot more muscle because they'll be cutting for longer. Of course, an ectomorph like myself cannot solely rely on eating clean meals because they're not calorie dense enough, which is why you have to incorporate fast food, for a meal every day or two, but there has to be balance. The 3 macronutrients are protein, carbohydrates and fats. Protein provides the building blocks and allows muscles, skin and other organs to repair, and it's recommended that you eat between 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, meaning if you weighed 100 pounds, you'd eat between 150 and 200 grams of protein a day. Carbohydrates provide the energy for the body, and it's recommended that you eat between 2.5 to 3 grams of protein per pound of body weight a day. And fats also provide energy, but they're stored in a slightly different way. Don't forget there's 2 different types. Healthy fats you find in nuts and olive oil and things like that are obviously good within reason, and saturated fats that you'd find in burgers and fast food, you don't really want them in your diet at all. But as long as both sort of fats are kept balanced and kept within reason, you don't really need to measure fats. Water is also extremely important. Muscles are 72% water, whereas fat is only 20 to 25% water. So when your body is dehydrated and you perspire during exercise, it's your muscles that are taking the brunt of the damage. Don't forget that flavoured drinks, also things like teas and coffees, also dehydrate you, so it's important that you drink between 2 and 3 litres of just plain water every single day. It's very easy to tell someone to eat more food, but actually getting this food in is very difficult. So I've come up with 5 top tips on how to get more food in during the day. Number 1 is start eating earlier. The earlier you have your first meal, it gives you more time to get more food in during the day. So if you start eating at 7 rather than 10, that's 3 hours. You could have got 2 meals in rather than 1. Second is cold food. Cold food is a lot easier to eat and a lot less filling than a hot meal. Number 3 is don't chew too much, because if your jaw starts to ache because you're eating lots of food, it's going to make its eating more tedious and more slow, and it's going to put you off and you won't get all your food in. Number 4 is practice eating faster. Even if there is no rush, eat like you're in a rush, because it gets the food in quicker and gives you more time in between meals. And number 5 is avoid fizzy drinks, because these bloat your stomach up and they take up more room in your stomach, which could be used for food. I hope this overview of a bulking diet was very helpful to some people out there, and I will be producing another version of this for a cutting diet, as well as more in-depth looks at the roles of protein and carbohydrates in your diet, as well as maybe some other nutrients too. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, share this video, and if you have any suggestions for future content, please leave a little comment below with what you'd like to see from the channel. Thank you very much for watching.